G'day guys, my name's Josh. You can call me Woodle, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die in Alpha 18, where I am back in Woodle Park 2 to finally see if I can kill the bunker base. The bunker base that has gone through so much already. It's already fended off the Day 70 horde, the Day 700 horde. It has stood up to it like a goddamn champion, but today I'm going to try and kill it. I'm going to throw an Insane Nightmare Day 7000 horde at it and see if it stands up to the challenge. And honestly, I don't think it will. Because it's a no cheese base, there's nothing here to save you when things go wrong. The only way for you to survive is to fire out of its slots and try and fight for your life, which is a big ask when you've got just that many zombies coming for us. This might be the day that this gets torn apart like paper mache on a wet day, but I won't know for sure until I go out there and build one in the wilderness and send all the zombies at it. But before I can do that, as always, I need to welcome some more people into the Hall of Legends, and today even, we are welcoming some people into the MVP tower, going up onto the purple board of honors to join all the other MVPs that are up here. We are welcoming Tina C. There is only one spot left on the board of honors as well. We'll have to do some renovations to the MVP tower and make some more space up here, as well as down to the Hall of Legends. There's just so many legends out here, you can't even keep track of it anymore. Oh, land in the pool, that's right, don't break your ankles. And today we are also welcoming into the Hall of Legends, geez, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, aren't I? Adredin Gaming, sure, whatever, and Gog Tabi. So thank you Tina, and thank you everybody else here for all your wonderful support. But with all of those guys initiated into the hall, we have to head out into the middle of nowhere and see if we can find a good place to build everything and see if we can destroy it at the same time. Alrighty, so here we are. We're back at the old burger base. Before we put the spikes down, anything like that, this is what I used to get through day 700. It's called the burger base because it ended up looking like a burger, and it actually stood up to it really, really well. But coming into day 7000 with a game stage of 1500, I'm max level, I'm on max difficulty, everything here is trying to kill me, so I need to think about this and think if I can redesign this a little bit to hopefully make it a little bit more viable. Because this is going to go awfully for me either way. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the bars on the, not the bars, the poles on the outside here. Because something that I learned between when I built this and now is that zombies actually get a 6 times multiplier for damage against poles, which is kind of bullshit, but I kind of understand at the same time. So I don't want poles on there at all. Apparently centered poles don't have the same effect, but I'm still just not going to take that chance. I'd rather get maybe some more wedge tips, I suppose, and bang to that here as well. It's gonna put like a nice little trench here or something. Well, I suppose we could even go back to like the original. No, actually, because the whole reason that I wanted that there is because then when I'm inside, I can kind of sit up here and I can look down there and be able to shoot anyone who's coming in. So that's not going to work for me if I block up that space. So maybe the way to go here is going to be with a steel pole, but like the centered pole, because that doesn't get the same multiplier as the regular pole does. If that's what I've been told. If that is not the case, then I'm going to be pretty mad and I'm going to die out here in the bloody desert field before anything else happens. Screamer, please. I'm really busy right now. I've got no time for your shenanigans. So the centered steel poles are the center of the entire block. I can't actually get them to mate up to the wall over here how I want them to. Like, look at that. That's the best I can kind of manage, and that looks atrocious. I can't have a base looking that ugly when I'm coming up against a ridiculous horde. It has to look good at the same time. Aesthetics matter. I say it all the time. So instead, I'm going to use some SCTR poles, which are side center poles, I think it stands for, but it's made out of concrete. Everything else here is regular steel. Not stainless steel, because that's not in Alpha 18 anymore. Just regular steel painted to look like concrete blocks. But now I've got concrete on the outside. I'm worried that might actually turn out to be a weakness, because I can't even upgrade this to be steel either. I've got the nail gun, I've got forged steel, and I cannot upgrade it. So that's going to be a little bit more nerve-wracking than I'd like it to be. Sure, I could, like, you know, cheat it out and go find something else to do the job, but I need to have that visibility down to the bottom here when, like, dogs or crawls or something show up. So I need to have something there, and I need to have that extra line of the fence. I went past it again. God damn it. There we go, that one. I've put in a little ring of steel underneath it as well to try and ward off any tunneling the zombies might do. The thing I'm worried about, was I just punched the microphone in the face. The thing I'm worried about is that if a demolisher shows up, he's gonna blow up and he's gonna put a crater out here. If he puts one too close, that's gonna send the zombies down and underneath. And that would be bad news bears for me. They can't get in there. It's all nice and encapsulated in steel like any good bunker should be. But if they start going underneath, that takes them out of line of sight for me and I can't kill them anymore. And eventually, they'll take away all the supports and this whole thing will come crashing down around me. And that will end up with me being a zombie shish kebab. So I don't want that at all. Need to finish giving this base its war paint though. I've started painting all the way around the outside in in red. Just because it stays 7,000, I feel like it needs to be a little more aggressive than looking like an undercooked hamburger. What else can I do though? I don't want to use turrets. The first thing everyone kind of suggests for these kind of things is to bang a whole bunch of shotgun turrets and shit on the roof and have them just spray the zombie horde as they're walking in. That is a bad idea because turrets aren't like 100% accurate on their heads and they have a chance of hitting a demolisher's button and making him explode. I can control that myself. I can hopefully not shoot the button and kill him quickly before it explodes. But if a turret shoots a demolisher before I get a chance to see him, then I'm going to be in a whole lot of trouble. So no turrets for this, which is controversial, I know, but I feel like that's going to be the best option. I think just brute force is going to be the best option here. A bunch of spikes on the outside, me inside with an M60 and a bunch of AP rounds, hoping to God that nothing goes wrong, but I think that's going to be our best bet. When I did this last time, I was talking about making the most delicious tray of nachos you possibly can, and I was using that analogy as a way to say that you don't want to just have something simple. You want to go chips, salsa, cheese. You want to go chips, salsa, cheese, chips, salsa, cheese. You want to build yourself a tower of nachos, a tower of chos to dig yourself into. That's kind of what I'm going to go for here again. So I'm going to go spikes on the inside, and then I really kind of liked having that row of landmines on the outside of that. So maybe just like a row of 2 this time. I think I went 3 deep last time, which was maybe a little bit unnecessary, but after all, most of this kind of gets taken care of very early on in the horde night. So not super necessary, but just kind of nice to have when shit hits the fan. So go like this, go 3 deep on that one as well. Get it all nice and symmetrical. Symmetricality everywhere. So spikes, landmines, and then somewhere maybe I'll put in electric fence. I've used, oh shit, I want to punch the landmines, that'd be a real bad time. I've used electric fences a lot in the past, but I'm not even sure if they're actually doing a whole lot of good for me. Maybe just one row somewhere out here might be a pretty good option, but I don't want to put it all the way inside because then they're getting electrocuted right in front of me and I can't see anything past them. But maybe somewhere like in the mid-ground might be a pretty good shag. Just finishing off the corners of the spike field. Now, while I'm doing this, I do need to quickly say something, which sucks. I don't want to have to say it, but I have to do it because some people come into this and complain that I do, well, like for these like exceptional challenges, the really like far-reaching ones. They're like, oh, you're doing it in creative, doesn't even count. You probably suck at the game. That's why you play it in creative, not actually in survival. Why don't you do this challenge in survival? Because it's day fucking 7,000, mate. That's why I'm not doing it in survival. I did the math. It'd be 291 days of just playing the game to get to this level. Not just like 291 days of playing an hour a day. 291 days non-stop, assuming hour-long days. That's not the kind of time I'm willing to invest into a YouTube video. And once again, as I talked about this before, if you want to go do that, if you want to invest almost a full year playing non-stop 7 days to get to day 7,000, make a YouTube video on it, go for your life, mate. I will not stand in your way of doing that whatsoever. And neither will any of your friends, because by that point, you won't have any friends left over because you will have not left your room. You'll have morphed into the couch that you're sitting in, and the couch will have wrapped around you, kind of like, you know, like those like metal orbs, like eating a magnet. The couch will eat you like those orbs eat magnets. So you can do that all your life, man. I don't really care that much, but I'm not going to do that. So you can whinge and complain and stuff like that. I'm doing this in creative. This is the only way that something like this is actually going to get done, because otherwise I just wouldn't do it. For all the other people out there with common sense who understand that, thank you, and sorry for putting you through the little rant there. Right, that ought to do it. I've left some little spaces just on the inside here for some electric fences. So let's grab them and get them wired up while we're here as well. Now, you can't actually reach, like, I'd love to have electric fences all the way on the outside here. And I might even do that tonight. I haven't before, because you just can't reach that far with, like, a single electric fence post. Because I like to have one on each corner and not have to have extra vulnerabilities through the whole system. So, like, if I start putting them, like, all the way around and, like, daisy chaining them, then it's going to get a little bit worse. Because one of those drops, my whole field drops. But I think for this one, I might have to take that gamble. So how far can I actually reach with one of these? Let's go wire tool. Let's grab you and just see what kind of range I can get out of this bad boy from you. Where do you stop? About there, I think. Can I still connect it? Okay, so I can still connect it past the maximum, but not too much further. But that means that's past the middle of the thing. So if I go here and put you right smack bang in the center, right there to get my symmetricality happening, that should mean I can connect you to you, and I should be able to daisy chain this all the way around the outside of the field. So I'm going to have 2 little, like, rungs of electric fence. One on the very outside, then spikes, then mines, then spikes, and then electric fence just on the outside of the steel. I have it there just in case. I don't want it to be there. It's going to block my vision. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to get the job done. I've got an idea. I was thinking about the turrets, right? And turrets are very, very useful, especially at day 7,000 when there's going to be a whole bunch of shit out here that I've got to deal with. But I'm worried about the buttons, so I've got an idea that maybe I can build myself little, like, turret towers out on the corners out here, so that they're going to shoot the zombies as they run past. Now, you can't shoot, I mean, you can penetrate through and hit the demolishes button, but turrets don't penetrate. So if I have turrets on the outside here, the zombie will run past, and the turret will unload into its back where the button isn't. And that should hopefully make it a little bit more secure, I hope. Now, these towers, I'm going to be using the tombstone discovery that I didn't discover. Someone else discovered that I have just kind of adopted and used for a bunch of different things like moats and AFK bases, all sorts of fun little things. I was going to use that kind of system out here just to stop the zombies getting trapped on it and trying to destroy everything. I'm going to do that one on each of these. So a nice little flange, make a nice little zombie slide on each side so they can't grip it and they can't damage it. They'll ignore this hopefully and run straight past and get to me. But you just got to kind of plan for some contingencies. They do stop and beat on this shit. I want it to last. Oh wait, I'm building this out of stainless steel. I promised I wouldn't for this challenge. I need regular steel. I need regular steel wedge tips, please. Give me the normal stuff. Something that I'm also hoping with this is just going to act as a slight protection against the zombies breaking my electric fences. Like if that's where my electric fence posts are, if I'm kind of dispersing them around it and not letting them go straight through, there's less chance they'll collect that and destroy it on their way past. That's kind of what I'm hoping for there. But kind of like a double-pronged protection and plan. You have this to protect your turrets and also you from the demolishers, and then you also protect your electric fence. So it's almost a triple-pronged. It's like a genuine trident of awesome. All right, let's keep on building this though. Nice and simple. Nothing much to it. We've gone through this at length before. If you're confused how to build a zombie-proof protection like this, I've got plenty of videos on it. Either the zombie mode AFK base or the tombstone base. Lots of them. Nice and simple. It's a glitch in the AI at the moment. It'll get taken out for Alpha 19, I'm sure. But at the moment, it's super effective. And that looks a whole lot more menacing than it did before. Even just having little turrets out there, definitely a good addition. That is just about perfect. You can see kind of like the Venn diagram. The center part of that diagram is where the turrets can see, and they can see the entire area inside those electric fences. So there's 2 rungs of spikes, the landmines, everything in there is protected by the turret. So you shouldn't need any more than 4, but what I will need is a whole bunch of 9mm bullets. And as fun as it would be to be able to bang some hollow point or some armor-piercing rounds into a turret, you can't do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's all the bullets I'll need for there. Actually, not that many bullets all considered. Like almost 4,000 bullets. Definitely not that big of an ask, especially at this kind of point of the game. See, look, I can't bang in the armor-piercing ammo or the hollow point ammo into, I know I did those backwards, into the turrets. You can only put in the regular bullets, which is fine. That's okay with me. The less penetration, the less chance there is that these guys will accidentally hit a demolisher's button, and that is a good thing for me. So I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. You can power the turrets from the barbed wire. I was trying to figure out how I was going to run power from inside there. I've got like the power generation unit underneath everything. How I was going to run the power from there all the way out to the turrets. But I could just use the barbed wire fence to transfer all that current along. Now it's risky because now, especially if the turret fence goes down, so do my turrets. What did I say? Turret fence? The electric fence goes down, my turrets go down as well. I guess it's now also a turret fence. But I mean, that's very, very handy. It saves me having to wire everything up. Oh, right. I'm not sure what else I can really add to this. I might even grab some extra spike traps again and just go around the outside of this even more. Just because some extra spike traps, not some spike traps, extra spikes out here, I guess they are called spike traps, they are, will make it a little bit better, hold the zombies up just a little bit more, and make everything look a little bit nicer. You know, if I get all the lines right, I mean, maybe the zombies will just stop and get distracted. Like, oh, look at this guy. He spent so much time, you know, making sure the lines of his base are correct and there's nothing sticking out and looking like a sore thumb. Maybe we won't kill him tonight. I mean, it's not very likely, but look, you gotta give yourself every chance. And if wooing like the more eagle-eyed zombies into not killing you straight away is an option, I feel like that's a good one to aim for. That looks much, much better. A nice thick bit of spikes on the outside. Like once I get to the middle here, it's less about actually stopping them and just holding them up enough that I can murder them with my own hands. But out here, I do want to do as much damage as possible before they get in. But I've forgotten the law of nachos. We've gone electricity, spikes, mines, and then we've gone electricity, spikes, spikes, and we don't have any mines on the outside, so we're breaking the Nacho law, which means we need to put some landmines on the outside. We're not going to do much, just a single layer of mines to kind of take the brunt of the attack when they first show up. Not too many, don't want to go too overboard here. Even though I am doing this in creative and, you know, spawning in the stuff that I need, I'm still being pretty conservative on what I actually bring into this. I'm trying to do it in a way that would be replicatable, is that even a word? That you could do again if you were playing this in survival. So if you got to, if you played for the full 291 days and you got through to day 7,000, I feel like this is something that would be achievable at that kind of level. Yes, it's a long time. Yes, it's a lot of materials, but you'd have like 14 forges going and all sorts of lovely things. You'd have grown a beard with all of the zombie hair that you'd scalp from their heads. You would know your way around the zombie apocalypse at that point. So I feel like this would be doable for anyone if they got to this point, assuming they played this long. So it's not too much over the top, but it is quite a lot. Oh, yeah, and hopefully we'll stand up to the challenge. I've already kind of resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to die a horrible death, which is why maybe the building is a little bit longer than what it might normally be, or maybe it's shorter. Maybe it's still too long for some people's taste. I don't really know, but it's not really doing anything new here. I've done most of this stuff before. I've put the mines in, I've put the spikes in, I've built this thing before. We're just kind of testing the limits of what we can actually do with this. I think we're just about ready to give this our crack, and it's actually looking pretty good. Like, I'm not going to change anything about the base anymore. I've just given myself the same kind of weapons as last time, but with one major difference. So my mainstay, my main workhorse of this is going to be the M60. Just like last time, I've got 2,700 armor-piercing bullets. Now, that is quite a lot, but there's, again, at this stage, you're going to have the resources, especially now that you can convert dollary-doos into brass, so you can make yourself bullets at the cost of money, which at this point is absolutely going to be a good option. So 2,700, a bit of a conservative amount. I think I'll probably run out of that. I'll definitely run out of that, which means I'll have to switch over to my trusty oh shit shotgun. Now, that's using slugs, which now in 18.2 count as armor penetrating rounds. So I can still take out demolishers with this when the time comes. I've got my trusty mollies as well, because as we know from inside the bunker, we can throw it against the wall and the fire effect will spread to the outside of the walls and set all the Muppets out there on fire. But the addition for day 7,000, because I figure we'll probably have one, is a rocket launcher firing frocket rags. I've only got 80 frocket rags. I don't have that much of them. It's going to be kind of my last resort kind of thing. Bust out that boat boy. I gotta go up to the roof and fire down because I can't fire that through the arrow slits. I'll just blow myself to kingdom come before I get anything done. I've got repair kits. I've got some yucca juice for the inevitable setting myself on fire. Self-immolation, which is always a bad time. But that's all I'm going to run with. But before I do anything else, I need to show you guys how to actually get into this base. It's one of the other most common comments on the other videos I've done like this. And the way you'd get into something like this, once you, I mean, you can either build yourself in, so like put the spikes down behind you as you walk in, but if it's already built, all you have to do to get in is go across the top of the spikes, because you can place the frames up on the spikes and just walk your way through easy as you like. You don't have to do anything else really. You can just walk across the top just like that. And just to prove that it's doable, I'm gonna go all the way across just like this. No flying, no nothing. Make your way in. Now look, it takes a little bit of time. That's fine, but you probably wouldn't get surprised by a day 7,000 horde, I don't think. You'd probably see it coming a mile away and send yourself into your own spikes if you're a Muppet like me. Go to that one there, grab these spikes back, not the spikes, the frames back again, and look, just like that, with only a slight little hiccup of Muppetry, because it is me after all, you can make your way all the way inside, go down the hatch, back down into your base, and be ready to go. Oh wait, I forgot I had the chest down here that I probably left all my weapons in last time. Is that full of weapons? It is full of weapons. Nail gun, that will come in handy. Forged steel, that will come in handy. Painkillers, that will come in handy. I knew I had a box of special stuff in here. I'll keep the rest of you in there for a later purpose. I'm going to use all of the dev stuff, obviously. But if I run out of ammo or something bad, I can come to here from my last exploits. Oh, yes. All right, here we go. My little plates on the bottom give me the right kind of angle to look at and kill everyone. This is about to go off its frickin' face. Here we go, the day 7,000 Nightmare Insane Horde. Game stage of 1,500, max level, max everything. I know it's only 2,000 kills, but not much I could do without that, without going in and editing some files, which I'm just not going to do for this. Oh, thank you, Burger Base. Thank you, Bunker Base, for everything you've done for me over the journey, but I think it's time for you to get torn apart by whatever comes over those hills in a couple of minutes. This is going to be a real bad time, I think. Let's put the yucca juice onto my hotbar, actually, because when I set myself on fire, I need to access it nice and quickly. All right, here they come. They're coming in from that side first. I hope those turrets are going to work. Straight into the mines. I want to see if the turrets are working first. God, that's a lot of explosions. All right, there's the first Muppet who's radiated. So I'll quickly hit him. The turrets are doing stuff. They're also anti-vulture turrets as well, because they're going to be able to see the vultures that are up above my base. I need to get up there with the rocket launcher and fire a couple of rounds. Those turrets will keep me safe. Oh, they're starting to make it through the electric fences. The turrets on the outside have reached their limits. What might have actually been, the only kind of thing I'm thinking now that would have been a useful addition is if I had brought myself like a marksman rifle, because then I could have got like that awesome penetrator perk. I'm all maxed out as well. All my levels are maxed out. All the ones that are kind of relevant anyway. Spent all the skill points I wanted to. So yeah, having a marksman rifle to penetrate through the zombies would have been a pretty good time, I think. God, this is getting loud out here now. But I think this will be just fine for now. 122 rounds, I think, goes into the drum mag of the M60. That's more than enough rounds to get the job done for me, I think. I'm just going to place my shots. Can't just go willy-nilly and burn the rounds. Got to use them as best I can. You know what? Rather than relying on my M60 this early, I've got the turrets to protect me from vultures. Let's get up there and let's have a little fun. Ooh. I didn't know the red dot sight actually worked on the rocket launcher. I put one on there just because it was a mod that could be attached. And I wanted to max it out to get all the extra damage boosts. Oh, vulture. Yes, thank you, turret. Thank you. I couldn't do anything about that vulture with the rocket launcher, so I had to rely on the turrets to protect me there. Turret. Yes, good. Right on me. All right, so using rocket racks, I don't destroy the ground around the zombies, but I may as well start off with this, because later on they're going to be far too close to me. I'm just going to kill myself with the rockets anyway. So now that red dot sight seems so redundant, but whatever. I've got it, may as well use it. Look at all the green goop out here. There's just so much green scattered amongst my spikes, and there's more coming still as well. Yet to see a demolisher though. I'm kind of hanging out for that. I can hear them breaking the spikes and stuff, but that's all right. Just keep firing. Yes, good. That's probably the best use, I reckon. Oh, they're getting all the way inside. I reckon that's the best use for the turrets. Like, turrets are kind of good against the zombies, but I think their best, most effective use is against the vultures, because they're super accurate and kill the vultures nice and quickly. So they can kind of take that one nuisance out of your mind. You don't really have to worry about it. If I had one turret, I had to pick a use for it, I'd just bang it on top of a base and let it take care of all the vultures for me. I'm burning through the rockets nice and quickly though. Maybe I should have brought some more with me. Oh boy, eventually got to switch sides. I'm going to get to that nice and quickly though, because I can get the switch sides to happen if I can talk properly before they get through all of the spikes out here. Then that will mean I'm just a little bit more secure. I'm trying to make sure I get a couple of... Oh, that was the turret. Sorry, turret. Trying to make sure I get a couple of shots of anti-rad onto these Muppets as they're running in, so that the rocket launcher is a little bit more effective. Because otherwise, I mean, like, I can blow them to Kingdom Come, but if they don't actually die from it, then I'll get their health back, and that would be really, really bad. So I need to make sure I'm putting a couple of rounds down just to get rid of their healing mechanisms before they actually make it to the spike pit. Oh, yeah, look at them all. There's just so many out there. This is bloody intense. I had, what, 2,000 kills before I started the Horde. I'd be interested to see where I end up, assuming I actually remember to have a look this time, because this is bloody ridiculous. The reds faded a bit, which means we've just crossed midnight, and they've started... Oh, there's the first demo. There's the first demo, boy. All right, we're going to leave the... whatchamacallit, the turrets on that side to clean up after me. Just need to focus on that demo for a little bit. He's dead. Oh, he's beeping. Please be dead. Did I press his button? Oh, look at all the radiators. It's just a whole wave of radiators. Oh my god, but they didn't get through that first ring of spikes on the other side. Damn it, come here, you big bastard. There you are. Alright, just keep on hitting him until he dies. Oh, that was his button. That's okay, though. Is he dead? I hope he's dead. Just making sure. I'll put a whole bunch of extra rounds into him just to make sure he didn't blow up after the fact. Because if he blows up, I'll lose a lot of spikes, and then we're in some serious strife. Right, it's a big little group there. Put some rockets down. Yeah, nah. This is looking pretty alright. If instead of an anti-rad, there is anti-rad in my rocket launcher. I don't know how effective that actually is. Okay, you got blown way too close to me. You may make sure you're dead. Oh, there's a lot. There is a lot going on right now. Oh, no, he's dead. Okay, we got him. Oh, it's really tough because the demolishers kind of get lost in the sea of green. It's hard to tell what their button is because it's the same color. Oh god, he got blown real close to me. It's the same color as the radiators. When they're all kind of... God damn, I knew that was about to happen. It wasn't even me that did it. Oh my god, they're blowing up everywhere. It's a bloody fireworks show of zombies. Stop it, you mongrels. All right, I need to repair you. The problem is that the zombies can activate automated potatoes button without me. They can find his G-spot far better than I can. Please die. There we go. God, even if you hit the button, you just got to focus on it and get the job done, because otherwise you're in a whole world of hurt. But yeah, the zombies can turn around, punch old explodey dude, and then he will do all the rest of the damage. So you got to make sure that you kill him when you get the chance, because otherwise the zombies will use him as a tactic, as a battering ram, and blow up all your defenses with him. It's really frustrating. Oh, Rocket, please save me. Oh, Rocket didn't save me. Oh, no. That's a big problem. Okay, let's just get rid of the last of our rocket launcher ammo. No, stop setting off his goddamn charges, you clowns. Oh, you absolute spanners. You come out here like the bloody mongrels that you are, and you cause me some serious issues. All right, let's get rid of all your rockets. Don't need rocket ammo anymore. Rapid fire rocket goodness. Kill as many as you can because we're about to go inside and we're never coming out again. God, you load this thing faster than the animation does. Just keep on going. Keep on firing. Oh, God, I almost stopped my own feet with that. Oh, I accidentally did. Don't turn on God mode, though. We have to use our health kits when we get the chance. Oh, God, haven't we got 7 more rockets. Keep on firing until it's too late to fire anymore. In fact, you know what? Let's get some mollies down because they're just down below me. Got to make... Ah, damn it, I set myself on fire. It was always bound to happen. That's why I had the yucca. All right, that's enough. Down we go. Inside. How are we looking inside here? Is everything wrong? Everything bad? I feel like it is. There's flaming zombies running around here. I'm in a whole bit of strife right now. Uh-oh. Oh, I heard the button, but it's okay. That's okay. He died right as it did. All right, that's a big pile. They're beating on everything out there. It seems to be holding up better than they did last time, though. That's probably because I used the center poles, not the regular poles. That's made it a little bit better. Now, can I squeeze a rocket through? Oh, maybe. Oh, there's a little bit of damage down there. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. Oh, okay. I need this really quickly. Repair everything. What do you mean I need cement? Why do I need cement? It's made out of steel, not cement. Oh, it got broken down to its cement level. Oh, okay. Okay, everything needs to go fast. Everything needs to happen fast here. Oh, I'm so fucked. They're coming in. They're broken some of it down. Keep on going. Keep on going. When I made it through that big area there, I was always going to be fucked. Don't let him explode. Don't let him explode. Oh, he exploded. I think I got him before he did. Did he actually explode? I can't tell. Oh, it's so hurt over here. It's so hurt, but they've opened up a spot for some rockets to go out. Okay, that might be my saving grace. They've opened up a window for some rocket launcher goodness. I can fire some rockets out there. Are they coming in a different way now? They might be coming in a different way. That might be what saves my life. Let's go punch some holes in my bloody base. Get out of there, spiders. That's not for you. That is for rockets only. Rockets all day. Oh, boy. That was my last rocket. It did a fair bit of damage, but I'm going to focus on that window now, because that's where they're all going to come from. The good news is that I can't hit the bloody demos button from there. That's where they're all going to be aiming for. Oh, that's not good news anymore. That is now an open window to my death and destruction, and it just got a bit bigger. Okay, quickly reload while they're not coming in. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Put the fucking rounds in the gun, dude. Oh, boy. I'm so fucked. I am so genuinely fucked. All right, back to the roof. Back to the roof. If they're going to come inside. Oh, God, they're inside. I've got to get up the ladder. Climb the ladder. Come on, you spanner. Get upstairs. Oh, boy. Okay, this is it. The final stand. The final stand on day 7 now. Just keep on shooting. My M60 is about to be boned. Just, oh, there it is. All right, so we go shotgun. Oh, why isn't it reloaded? Why isn't it loaded? Oh, I hit his button too. Is he dead? I hope so. Just keep going. Just keep going. We're just going to keep going to defend the base until the last. I'm so cooked. There's zombies everywhere. They're still coming in. There's no way I'm surviving this. That's it. I'm gone. No! I did so well for so long. As soon as that demo blew up next to my walls and turned it from steel to concrete, I was fucked. I didn't think to bring myself any concrete mix to repair, only forged steel. Oh, wow. Oh, what a big bunch of bollocks that was. I've been resurrected. Max XP penalty reached. I don't know how much it actually took off me. I don't even know. Did it take me down any levels? No, it didn't. How many kills did I get there? So 500 kills halfway through before I finally died. That was ridiculous. How the hell did that happen? I spawned just a little bit south, actually, of where it all kicked off. Alright, let's kill the rest of these zombies. Let's get out of Horde Night and let's see what kind of damage they did there. It's quite a lot, but that definitely went badly. Oh, it had to happen though. I knew it. 7,000 was too much for that base. And they tore through it as soon as those demos started getting detonated by the other zombie friends around them. They like ran him up to my walls, like in Lord of the Rings, carried a big bomb up to my walls and pressed his button and smiled at me as they all got blown apart by it. Oh, that was ridiculous. That is a tale that tells a sorry story. There's a lot of loot bags around. The turrets are still up there and in pretty good nick. I'm surprised. Well, I mean, I shouldn't really be surprised. They were built to withstand that and they did a good job of it. Oh, wow. But you can tell where it all went wrong. Look, demo here got rid of all those spikes. Another demo in there if I could actually get my lungs to work and bring in the oxygen that I need. There's like 3 demo explosions, maybe 4 actually through there that undermined all the spikes, and then that was all over for that. There was also another one here, and then here is a serious amount of damage. I'm actually surprised though, if I had to survive just that little bit longer, they wouldn't have been able to get through that hole anymore. In fact, it's actually kind of unlucky it didn't break more of that ridge there. I put that ridge there to stop them undermining me, which they did anyway. If I hadn't have done that, they wouldn't have had a walkway to get up and in that doorway like that. So that's their access route to get in. If I didn't put that there, they would have just gone underneath through here and tunneled, but I would have survived for a little bit longer. I would have died in the end anyway, but I would have survived just that little bit more, and that would have been a good thing for me. Oh, well. That's, that's about what you'd expect, though. Without cheesing the AI, that is so many zombies to try and compete with. There's definitely an end game now, not story-wise, but just like progression-wise. At some point, there's just going to be too many zombies for you to withstand with regular means. You got to find a way to cheese their AI to survive, or else that's going to happen to you, because that was ridiculous. Oh boy, but at least we got the answer though. We got the answer to how far the burger base, the bunker base will take us, the pillbox base even will get us through. And the answer is day 7,000. It was probably a little bit before, but when it gets to like that game stage, that ridiculous game stage, that's when it's all going to go flippy toppies and you're going to get yourself all sorts of messed up. But I'm pretty happy with how it held up though. For just a brute force base, it did a pretty good job. So I'll have to come back and test some more things, and we're also saying goodbye to the pillbox base, so we're not going to see that again unless I think of something else to do with it. So it will not come back in another episode, because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to all the patrons on Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure to like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.